This is a super-large hydropower station built by China with an investment of $7.8 billion. After 11 years of construction, it has become China's second-largest hydropower station. So far, this super hydropower station has played an important role in China's control of natural disasters in the Yellow River Basin. But many people don't know that the construction company of this hydropower station is not Chinese, but companies from Italy, Germany, and France jointly participated in the construction. Therefore, why does China, which is recognized by the world as an infrastructure madman, need other countries to help build hydropower stations? Thank you for watching the video. Why not subscribe to China Prowess? Let's discover more exciting projects in the world together. Soil erosion in China's Yellow River Basin has been severe for centuries. Judging from the data released by the Yellow River Administration of China, we have discovered an astonishing fact. The average annual sediment flow into the Yellow River has reached a staggering 16 billion tons. On average, 1 ton of Yellow River water contains 35 kilograms of sediment. The sediment scoured by the Yellow River continues to raise the river bed, which has caused the water surface of the Yellow River to be even higher than most of the ground. Once the rain floods, severe floods will break out, destroying houses, farmland, factories, etc. In the past, severe floods often occurred here, and the lives, properties and safety of many people suffered huge losses. On the other hand, with the continuous development of China's industrialization, the demand for urban electricity is also expanding, and the power supply of China's 1.4 billion people is very tight. In order to ensure the normal electricity consumption of cities and enterprises, some rural areas had to stop power supply. In order to change this situation, China has carried out a large number of investigations on the Yellow River. After 3 years of discussions, the Chinese government decided to build a large hydropower station in Luoyang City, Hunan Province. But in 1993, China was still in a period of economic development, and the technology of hydropower station construction was far from mature enough to that of European and American countries. So China seeks cooperation from European and American countries. After rigorous inspections, companies from 3 countries were finally willing to undertake the construction of hydropower projects in China. And they came from companies from Italy, Germany, and France. These companies adopted the proposals of Chinese designers and agreed to allow China to participate in the entire construction of the Xiaolangdi hydropower station. The investment of the entire project was as high as $7.2 billion, which was not a small amount, which was developing at that time. Until 1994, the construction of Xiaolangdi hydropower station officially started. The main body of the dam was built by the Italian company Impogiro, and the entire dam was stacked with an oblique core wall structure. Looking down from the air, the shape of the entire dam resembles a huge letter P. The length of the top of the dam reaches 1650 meters and the height reaches 155 meters. At the bottom of the dam, the maximum width reaches 870 meters. To build the main body of the dam, Italian construction workers poured a total of 520,000 cubic meters of concrete. Inside the dam, the concrete walls have an average thickness of 1.2 meters and a depth of 80 meters. In October 1997, the dam was officially completed and the Yellow River was closed. Although the dam intercepted a large amount of river water, there was also sediment deposited at the bottom of the dam's reservoir. In order to discharge part of the sediment, the dam must be designed and built a flood discharge system. Chinese and German engineers jointly designed low-level, middle-level, and high-level drainage systems, so that the Xiaolangdi hydropower station can drain water from different water layers. In this way, the amount of sediment discharged by the Xiaolangdi hydropower station can theoretically reach 4,000 cubic meters per second. However, at that time, due to the lack of necessary construction equipment in China, most of this flood discharge and sediment discharge system was constructed by the German Schupplin company. After the Xiaolangdi hydropower station was officially put into use, it successfully controlled 92.3% of the Yellow River Basin. More than 700,000 square kilometers of riverine areas have been affected. With the Xiaolangdi hydropower station, Chinese engineers can control almost the entire amount of water stored in the Yellow River. The Xiaolangdi hydropower station has a maximum water storage capacity of 12.7 billion cubic meters. Even in the rainy season, the Xiaolangdi hydropower station can still resist most of the floods. After years of observation by experts, the average flow of the Xiaolangdi hydropower station is 1,330 cubic meters per second, which can provide sufficient power for the engines of the hydropower station. In order to make full use of the water flow of the Xiaolangdi hydropower station, the hydropower station needs to build and install a power generation system, and China chose the French company Demiasci for installation and construction. In 2001, the French company Demiasci installed the first generating set for the construction of the hydropower station. Since then, France and China have installed a total of 6 generating units with a total capacity of 1.8 million kilowatts. According to experts' estimates, the average annual power generation of Xiaolangdi hydropower station can exceed 5 billion kilowatt-hours. However, during the construction period, the construction companies of these 3 countries put forward excessive demands. They believed that the difficulty of this hydropower station exceeded their original expectations, and China should add an additional $600 million to continue cooperation. But China did not have the ability to complete this project independently at that time. In order to complete the construction as soon as possible, China had no choice but to agree to their request and ensure the smooth construction of the hydropower station. In the end, China's cumulative investment in this project reached $7.8 billion. After 11 years of construction, the Xiaolangdi hydropower station was finally put into use. It not only successfully controlled the flooding of the Yellow River in China, but also guaranteed the daily electricity consumption of more than 50 cities. In the past, in some rural areas where there were frequent power outages, the Xiaolangdi hydropower station now guarantees their agricultural irrigation and domestic electricity. For China, the construction of this project is very important because China did not have enough construction technology to build such a large hydropower station at that time, and China was relatively backward in the construction equipment industry. Building a large hydropower station requires a lot of large machinery and equipment, most of which can only be imported from abroad. After China invested in the construction of this hydropower station, the imported machinery and equipment were also imitated and manufactured by China. So this project is one of the opportunities for China to import construction equipment on a large scale. With the continuous development of China, large-scale construction equipment has been independently manufactured in China. China's infrastructure technology is also constantly improving. In the field of hydropower stations, China has successfully surpassed European countries and built many world-famous hydropower stations. For example, the Three Gorges hydropower station, built with an investment of 130 billion renminbi, is one of the largest water control structures in the world today. There is also the Wudong hydropower station, built with an investment of 100 billion renminbi, which is currently the 7th largest hydropower station in the world. In the future, China's infrastructure technology will continue to spread to more countries, and more excellent engineering projects built by China will also appear in more countries.